Hello and welcome to this baby loss relaxation track. My name is Lucy. I'm a mindfulness for loss teacher, and I'm here today to take you through this relaxation track, which is designed to help you release any guilt following baby loss. As you allow your eyes to comfortably close, I'll explain a little bit about what to expect as you enter a relaxed, trance-like state. You already have all the knowledge you need to understand how to enter a relaxed state of both mind and body. You have experience of entering a trance-like state many times each day. I'm sure you recall times where you have been wandering along and discovered that your mind begins to wander to thoughts, ideas, dreams, or the experience of waiting in line, and you start to daydream. Now, as you sit there beginning to drift into a comfortable, relaxed, trance-like state, you can hear the sound of my voice, and you have an awareness of different thoughts and ideas that come to mind. And while you listen to the sound of my voice, I'm going to talk to you. And just like in everyday situations, like when you were in school, listening in class, and you will have occasionally drifted off into a daydream and later realized you don't know if you remember the whole lesson. Many people that go into a relaxed trance-like state remember some things, but some people forget others. And you can remember what is important to consciously remember, whilst at the same time forget what is unimportant to recall after this track, because it can develop all by itself. And you can develop that trance in your own unique way, based on your own unique lifetime full of experiences of entering relaxed, trance-like states easily and effortlessly from all those times you have discovered yourself to have been daydreaming, through to those times you become deeply absorbed in what you are doing. So now, with your eyes closed, you can enjoy a moment's quiet while your unconscious mind prepares to enter a resourceful trance-like state that is just right for the work that we are doing here today. Now, as people enter a relaxed trance-like state, they often begin to notice how the breathing changes. For some people, the breathing speeds up a little before it settles on a relaxed rhythm, and for others, it begins to comfortably relax. And while the breathing helps to deepen and maintain the trance for many people become intrigued to discover how much more youthful they look as their facial muscles smooth out. This smoothing and relaxing of all the muscles in the face and throughout the entire body, and the continued feeling of comfort that people feel when you come out of trance, are some of the side effects of entering a wonderfully relaxed state of both mind and body in this way. So while you prepare to enter this relaxed state, I wonder what other positive side effects you will receive while you continue into this relaxed state of both mind and body. Know that your mind will wander, but whatever happens, my voice will go with you always. Okay, so as you listen to me and you continue to breathe in that way, and you notice certain sensations, you can continue to become more fully absorbed with the sound of my voice or the spaces between my words while I talk to you. And as I talk to you, certain memories or ideas or sensations can be recalled, and you can explore those re-experienced thoughts and sensations and wonder how they will assist you in going deeper into this therapeutic, relaxed state of mind and body. And you know what it's like for someone to feel relaxed as they enjoy the pleasant experience of walking through a country meadow, being aware of the sights, the sounds, the smells, and what it feels like. You have the ground beneath your feet, the sun in the sky, birds flying around and perching in trees and bushes, and a sensation of movement as you wander lazily along. And you know many people that wander through a country meadow. They wander, and they let their mind drift and dream, and they gaze around with relaxed eyes and notice the movement of the grass and the plants. And while wandering through the meadow, you can notice certain small animals focused on living their own lives, just respectfully, living in the moment. And as the wandering continues, so you can continue to drift deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper with each breath you take. And in the distance is a tree, and in that tree is a tree house, and in that tree house is a door. And as you continue to wander through this meadow, perhaps hearing that distant stream, you wonder what you will discover behind that door. And the more curious you become, the faster you can walk. And the faster you can walk, the more absorbed you become. And the more absorbed you become, the more curious you can find yourself. Now, I don't know whether you'll be imagining the experience of walking towards that tree, or whether you will just have a sense of the experience of walking towards that tree, or whether you will just be listening along with interest while your mind occasionally seems to drift off. The important thing is that while I'm talking to you, your unconscious can be listening along and responding honestly and fully to all that I say of importance, to helping you to create positive change. And with each breath you take, you can find yourself getting closer and closer to that tree. And now, as you reach that tree, you can enter the tree house and notice the door. And this door can be an unfamiliar door that somehow seems familiar. But as you notice that door, you can prepare to open the door and step inside. But don't just step inside just yet. Allow the unconscious mind to be fully prepared for a change. Too often people rush in before their unconscious mind is prepared. And now gently open the door and step inside. Step inside, and there in front of you, you see a chair. And this chair, when sat in, is the most comfortable chair imaginable. So just take some time to notice. Notice your surroundings in there. Notice everything around you before sitting comfortably in that chair and having a sense of closing your eyes while you listen to me. And while you sit on this chair, your body consciously or unconsciously relaxing, you find yourself noticing what your surroundings look like inside of this tree. This tree with its strong roots and its undeniable connection to nature. And you take some time, taking the time to notice colours and textures and shapes, patterns. And there may or there may not be elements that you notice that you like or dislike. Just like everything in life, there are things we like and things we dislike. There are also things, just as you know, that are out of our control. Life can be untamable. Sometimes nature blooms, and then other times, even though we wait for nature to bloom, nature doesn't unfold as it was planned to unfold. And sometimes we know why, and other times we don't know why. But nature teaches us something, that just as summertime brings colours and shades, yellows, greens, oranges, reds, purples, nature also shows us darkness with browns and blacks and greys and other colours in between that you may wish to imagine now. It shows us both light and darkness, no matter what the season, and no matter what season is unfolding, nature is unapologetic. It understands that in order to thrive, there must be a cycle of life. And within this cycle of life, there are unpredictable events that occur. But no matter what occurs, nature allows it to unfold. Not focusing on the past or trees or flowers that didn't bloom, because nature knows that all of this is out of its control, and no amount of shame or guilt will change the past. And just as nature is easily able to forgive itself, you too are going to be able to forgive yourself for things that are out of your control. Whether those wrongs are real or imaginary, and whether they are in your conscious mind or buried within the subconscious, you're going to find yourself easily able to let go of any guilt, any feelings of guilt associated with these things. Because you are a normal human being with normal emotions, and we cannot and should not attempt to rewrite history, because everything that happens to us is part of what makes us human. And the very fact that we are able to feel guilt tells us that we are human, tells us that we are a caring person, because if we felt no guilt, then that would mean that we did not care. And it's only a person who does not care that should feel guilt. And yet it's only the person who cares, who genuinely cares, that feels guilt. So now it's time for you to be just a little kinder to yourself, to accept that the guilt you have been feeling is the subconscious mind's way of letting you punish yourself for things you feel are your fault. But there is always a limit to the amount of punishment that is needed. And every person knows that who is caring. Every caring person knows that. And when that limit has been reached, there is no need to cause for that punishment to continue. And a caring person finds it easy to forgive people. So you can forgive yourself, just as you would forgive others for their errors or their mistakes. There's no need now for further punishment. Most of the time, nearly all of the time, you don't make mistakes. And nearly all of the time you do the right thing. You have always tried to do what you believed was the right thing to do. And because of this, you're going to find it easy to forgive yourself right now, right this minute. You're going to find yourself easily able to let go of any guilt feelings associated with these things that you feel may be your fault. Whether those feelings are in the conscious mind or buried within the depths of your subconscious, it's all right to let go of those feelings of guilt and to accept that you are a whole, complete, and worthwhile person, and that what has happened to you in your life was and is not your fault. And you can find yourself now, consciously and unconsciously allowing that process, that inner work, to happen now, while I remain quiet just for a short time. While you start to work your way back along the route you took into this relaxed state of trance. And as you do this, your unconscious mind can ensure that all the new learning, the new reprogramming, has been installed throughout the mind and in the body and in every cell and every neuron. Your unconscious mind can honestly and fully integrate all your new learning into that deep and instinctive part of your mind, while you continue your journey back to the here and the now. And I don't know how much of what is there will be left there as you continue back, and how much you will bring back with you. But it's interesting to know how much you know you can be aware of while you are sat there in that seat. And you can now find yourself working all the way back, away from that state, and arriving to the here and the now, becoming more aware of sounds all around you, of me, of what you will be getting on with later, and other random thoughts that start to cross your mind. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and on the count of 3, you can open your eyes and be fully wide awake. 1, 2, 3. Opening your eyes, taking your time, taking a stretch, grabbing some water if needed, taking the time to rest here for a moment before you continue on with the rest of your day.